good. How you doing?
Doing good.
What do you have here?
This is some original artwork by Martin O'Dell from the '93 Tampa Bay Comic-Con, autographed by himself and Stan Lee.
Okay, this is pretty cool. Martin O'Dell was known for creating the Green Lantern, and obviously he drew quite a few Captain America comics as well. But he actually created one of the most iconic characters of all time when he went over to advertising the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I was about to tell you that, yes, sir.
So his artwork has expanded over many different genres. So did you wait in line and you had him draw this or something like that?
Well, what it is I actually was waiting in line, and my mom was outside of line and talked to Martin O'Dell's family, called me over afterwards, was like, Rock, would you be interested in this artwork? And I was like, yeah, it'd be cool if Stan Lee signed it. Martin O'Dell actually walked it over to Stan Lee and got an autograph for me.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Let's see. I'm not really sure what exactly this is. Maybe it's like a pencil sketch?
Yeah, it was the original lithio from his artwork. That's why it's signed twice. But this is the only print of this.
Well, we don't exactly know that. One, it's not stamped, it's not numbered. They will put like 1 of 1 on it. This doesn't have that, so I wouldn't be able to consider this the only one out there. And the coolest thing you got going here is that Stan Lee's signature's on it. So what are you looking to do with this?
I'm looking to sell it.
And how much are you looking for?
$10,000.
Okay, that's a lot of money, so I definitely want to get another set of eyes looking at this before I think about buying it. Some of our experts couldn't make it out here to this trip, but they're going to be available via video chat. And he is going to be available for us, so we'll take it up to the conference room right now if you want to grab it and follow me.
Let's go.
What have you got?
Hi there, I've got a autograph book by Frank Lloyd Wright.
Super cool. Probably the most famous architect in the United States. And then his most famous big giant building is the Guggenheim, if you've ever seen that in New York. One of the coolest buildings ever. You take the elevator to the top and you just keep on going and you just see art all the way to the bottom. It's really weird. A lot of people said that he was a great architect, but the engineers hated him.
I like that. I completely agree with him.
Right here, it's a sign to Lud
Spivey, Lud
Spivey, okay.
who was the president of Florida Southern College here in Lakeland, Florida.
There's his autograph, a little rough. Frank Lloyd Wright. That is pretty cool. Signed in '38. One thing I can tell you about Wright, he signed a lot of stuff. His signature is pretty common. It's cool that it's in the book. And first edition?
I believe it might be a second when you go,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we just stop looking when you say second edition. So what are you looking to do with it?
Sell it.
How much are you looking to get?
I'm asking $5,000 for it.
All right, $5,000? Not gonna happen. If this was a first edition in amazing condition, we're getting close to that number, but it's not a first edition and it's in really rough shape. But it is, you know, signed by the guy, okay? And I'm not even gonna call it an autograph expert because it is kind of common to see him sign his books. I'd give you $400.
Okay.
Deal, okay? Just take the book, go right over there, they will get you paid.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hey, Chumley, I'm doing great. Good to see you again.
So this gentleman brought this picture in here. It's, I think, a lithograph.
Yes, it was definitely very interesting. But Marty, of course, is very famous for drawing Green Lantern and drew Green Lantern forever, about almost 60 years. But of course, with this picture, we get the added bonus of Captain America. So, you know, this can appeal to 2 different sets of fans. And of course, the cherry on the icing, as you would say, is that Stan Lee signature.
So what value would you put on this piece as a whole?
So the actual lithograph itself is not extraordinarily rare or sought after. It's only a lithograph of a convention sketch. You know, if it was an original piece of Marty art from one of his comics, then we would be talking multiple thousands. All of the value is tied up in that signature. But Stan was signing constantly for the last 30 years of his life. So there's hundreds of thousands of items that Stan signed. So we're looking at about $300 piece here.
All right, well, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
My pleasure, Chumley.
All right, well, I know you probably don't agree with everything you heard there.
No, not at all.
Yeah, there's probably not going to be a deal made here, but the piece was super cool, and I enjoyed looking at it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
All
There's
right.
too much history to let it go for that little amount.
I agree. I'll walk you back downstairs.
Thank you.